Yo, what's good, everybody? It's Vic here. Today is Wednesday, July 8th, man. Coming to y'all with a trade recap. Um, Today we took a loss. Unfortunate loss, very tough. Let me show y'all P&L. We did take a loss, but there was some good. Um, Down 1,630 on the day. 471 across the Apex accounts, 1,158 across the Alpha Futures accounts. And the reason why I said it's some good, it was an L day, but like how last week Friday, I took an extra trade on my Alpha Futures to get it at a drawdown. Um, I had initially locked my Alpha Futures accounts. Then I saw a play coming up initially right after the loss. Not initially right after, but a little bit after the loss. Ended up being able to get myself out of not drawdown, but like, so for example, these accounts were down $388 per account. I'm gonna show you after the recap as well, then explain it further then. But these accounts, it was around a 100 or 380 something loss across all the account. Took another play, ended up, so now the Apex accounts ended up being down. So now these are down like $90, I believe. I'm gonna show you after. So what I'm trying to say is I basically got my trade back. So even though we lost, now the accounts are both synced to be able to take a payout on the same day, if that makes sense. I'm gonna explain it further, but let me break down this recap first. So coming into today, I really didn't have a like usually like the last 2 weeks, like I haven't been coming into the day with a strong bias. I could really see either way. Um I did initially want longs, like we are bearish, but I did not mind us hitting this 30-minute gap first to then continue higher, right? So internal to external, right? Something simple like that. That's what I wanted to see initially. Or I could either see it shorts if we swept this internal high, to then take out these stacked equal lows, right? To then maybe then continue higher, then or continue lower, because we do have some decent LR right here, right? So coming into today, we initially rip up. I was looking for shorts from this point in time. Market never gave us anything. Um, Market never gave us anything. We put in this high in this 4-hour gap. So I'm just waiting for some type of resweep IFEG formation, right? We had London high right here. But the way it was looking, I was trying to predict the short. We had great internal structure for failed swing, which you usually like to see. And the trade I ended up taking was I ended up trying to front run this gap. I'm not mad at the loss, because I do believe I'm pretty good at front running. Old me would have been like, oh shoot, this is a bad day because I didn't know. I know how to front run. I believe I know how to front run. I proved the payout I got just the other week. There was 2-3 trades, for maybe even 4 trades where I front ran. So I now officially, like I was thinking about it even before earlier, like I'm official, like front running is part of my game, it's part of my bag. I felt like, you feel me, sometimes you do need a front run. I was simply just wrong this time, and I'll take it on the chin. Pause. Holy pause. But yeah, I tried to front run there. Ended up not inversing. And again, the biggest thing I need to work on is if I front run, especially on the 1 minute time frame, front running on higher time frames other than the 1 minute or 30 seconds is a little bit more difficult, and there's way more nuance in it, which I'm not gonna get into this video, but if it's a 1 minute gap and it does not inverse off the initial entry, I need to close it immediately, because the whole point of me front running is for me to get ahead of the play, because I do think it would be a high volatile flush. That's why I usually front run. In this case scenario, I did believe it was going to be a high flush, like a highly volatile flush and inverse. We failed to get that. So after this, I should just bite my small loss and go by my, you feel me, and just wait for the actual inverse, because at this point I'm just wrong, because the whole, like I previously just said, me inversing is me believing we're going to get a volatile inverse, we're going to get huge displacement, so I'm trying to get ahead of the curve. Once that does not happen, and once a whole another 1 minute candle formed, and even 2 minutes gone by and still didn't inverse. At this point, light should be ringing in my head. I should pull the trade. And that's the one thing I really got to work on. When I'm front run and I'm right and it goes. But if I'm not right, I just need to cut my small loss because it didn't inverse. End up taking this loss. It is what it is. I was a little bit wrong, a little bit early as well. End up retracing, sweeping the highs, going again. Then after here, we run. And this is a trade I took on the Apex accounts that I did not take on the Alpha features, that got the balance back. It was a little 30-second IFEG. Then once we retraced, I took an entry around here. Wasn't really a full trade, wasn't full risk either, because again, like, I'd already taken a loss. I'm not trying to overdo it. So it probably wasn't even a 1-to-1. Yeah, it wasn't even a 1-to-1 because I was still down on the day. I just wanted some P's back on that account since I was a day behind, if that makes sense. So now they are synced up. The drawdown isn't synced up, but the overall account and withdrawals are synced up, if that makes sense. Let me show y'all the accounts on Tradeovate. 1 second, y'all. Okay, so boom. So I'm not mad at the loss because it was, again, like, I risked 500 per trade usually, and it was only a $386 loss. Not too bad. Again, for me to take a payout, like, I could take a payout right now, but I want the balance to be at least at a 2,500 payout. I mean, a 2,500 balance, which will give me a payout of at least 1,200. After profit splits, probably like 1,100, which, again, like I say, usually as long as it's over $1,000, I really don't mind. So it sucks that I did say in the last video that I was going to take a payout. Hopefully today, if today was a winning day, I would have ended up taking a payout, but price action had other problems, or had other agendas, I should say. Absolutely ripping now. I'm kind of upset. Let me show y'all one more time. I'm kind of upset simply because this, like, bro, what, bro? You can't give me a full move like this during New York session. Like, you want to give me a clean, we had, like, what? We had a clean 15-minute gap tap, right? Unfilled 15-minute gap tap into great structure, into a 5-minute IFEG. Like, we can't get something like this during a session. Like, targeting definitely would not have held all the way up here, but you can't give me something clean like these, market. But anyways, it is what it is. Let me pull up the Apex accounts right now. Yeah, so on the Apex accounts, 9-0, and these, my evals weren't fully blown, so I ended up blowing those today. Unfortunate, thought I could catch a bid, ended up not being able to catch the full move. But anyways, it was supposed to be a 380 something loss on these accounts as well, but I made some of that back with the preemptive longs I took. So now, and again, like I was saying on the other accounts was at 1.5. The balance was at 1.5. I said I need to get to 2.5 to take a payout, which was 1,000 more. These accounts, I need to get to a 5,300. I mean, yeah, 53,000. 53,100 to take a payout. So these accounts are 1,000 away from a payout. So even though the distance to drawdown is, the other account, the alpha accounts were 1,500 and these are 2,000 essentially, they are on the same page because I need 1,000 on the other accounts and I need at least 1,000 more on these accounts to be able to take a payout. So hopefully it's a little bit over 1,000 so I can take like a 1,100 payout, 1,200 payout. I mean, 1,500 is the max, and to get these to a 1,500, I need a 53,600 balance, which is 1,600 away. But I'm not, you feel me? I'm not taking 3 more trades, right? Hopefully I could get it with 2 more trades, or get it at least in between that mark like I did last time, if that makes sense. So hopefully I could get these to a 53,200 balance, But as long as it's over at least at 53,100, I'll be able to take at least a 1,000 payout. So as long as I'm taking a 1,000 payout from all 8 accounts, that's at least a $8,000 payout, which I'm still pretty grateful for. Not pretty grateful for. I'm grateful for. Which will be great. Hopefully we can get that by the end of this week. We have 2 more trading days left. We have Thursday, Friday. Let me see how much time we have in July left, like how many weeks. Because I do want to, like, again, the goal is to get 1 payout every single month, and we're on pace to do that already. But again, like, if I can get 2 payouts in a month, I would be extremely grateful. I really wish we could have gotten the payout already, but like brutal last week, brutal trading last week. It is what it is. Just got to bounce back. We do have, after this week, we still got 3 whole weeks left in July. So hopefully hopefully Thursday, Friday are green days, and hopefully I'll be able to take requested payout come Friday. If not, there's still plenty of time. Even at next, like, yeah, we have plenty of time. So I do want 2 payouts this month. Again, the goal is 1. So regardless, I'm grateful. But yeah, that's all I got for y'all today. 1,000 away from a payout on both accounts. The accounts are now somewhat aligned, but in terms of taking out a payout. But so I'm not too mad at the losing day, and the losing day already wasn't even a full loss. So I'm not too mad. Not mad at the front run either. Was a little bit early. Ended up running somewhat. Like, I would have been able to get my 1-to-1 if I got entry here instead of here. So I'm not too mad. I know we're gonna turn it around. Tomorrow's gonna be a great day. Let's finish off the week strong. Yeah, that's really all I got to say. CPI is next week. I will be getting 10 more accounts. If I'm able to get paid by God's grace, regardless, I'm gonna get 10 accounts for CPI. But once I get paid, so the 10 accounts for CPI is for sure, whether paid or not paid. But once paid, I'm gonna rerun Lucid, and I'm gonna rerun one more firm. So try to max get 10 more accounts. So total 20 more accounts, if that makes sense. I don't think that's overkill, because I think, you feel me, with CPI. I might run back Tradeify. So hopefully Tradeify and Lucid, but we'll see. Anyways, that's all I got for y'all today. I hope y'all are having a great day. I hope that made sense. Yeah, that's all I got for y'all. Why not us, bro? It's just a matter of time. I've been saying it since the start of the year, bro. It's just a matter of time since we become rich. The people we see online, bro, they don't have 2 heads, bro. Like, I can trade 2, you can trade 2, we all can trade, bro. Why not? Why not us, bro? I love y'all. That's all I got for y'all. Vic out, man. We finna be rich as shit. I love y'all.